up the bass line. Pump up the.
Hello there guys, and of course, welcome yourselves back in for yet another of us, the Review Bros. Aaron.
Craig.
And today we've got ourselves a scary pre-workout, to say the very least. What is it?
We've got ourselves the Reaper. So how will he be faring with us today as we cover the usuals, the taste, price, label and effects?
This one is brought to us by Chemical Warfare. They've been known to bring us some really good pre-workouts in the past, and of course this one is up against the test today. And all we ask in return is for you guys, of course, to give us a thumbs up on this video, your subscription to the channel, and of course any comments you have down below. It really helps us up. Is this one going to reap us today? Let's find out. That moves us into our all-famous taste and mixability segment. And are these flavours one that you'd want to reap during the harvest?
Maybe. You do reap what you sow after all.
Let's find out. So it comes in two different flavours. It comes with the one we've got today, blood orange. What's the other one?
Blue raspberry. And I think we would have chosen this one as a consumer.
We would. I've had some really good blood oranges in the past. I don't even think I've had any bad ones.
I don't think I have. The best one we had was from Woke
Bucked up.
Yeah.
How's this one going to fare against that? Well, we're
Mixability.
going to find out.
Good,
It's
eh?
pretty good. Hard
As
to
they
tell
go.
on the camera. Obviously we have just given them a quick stir in the glasses. We've not gone full shake today. Let's get this one down the hatch. Cheers, guys. Not bad. I wouldn't really say it's blood orange. I'd just say it's typical orange, but would you? Well, I don't know actually.
Maybe between being normal and being blood orange, like in the middle. Yeah, it's got that deepness to it.
Also reminds me of like vitamin orange pills, like dextrose tablets.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not the best blood orange I've ever had, that's honest. It's also not bad at all.
Yeah, I would just say good, like good enough. Not
Good en-
amazing.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Let's do a 3, 2, 1, yeah?
You must love it, you downed it.
Go on.
Yeah, go on then.
3, 2, 1, 8.
Not too bad.
Into the price point.
Okay, we're into price point. Will this pre-workout be reaping your wallet?
Let's find out today.
You can get it off the official Chemical Warfare website shown down below, where you can find this full 30 serving tub on there for £19.99, which is good, right?
It's very good. You know the drill, guys. Normally when we get ourselves 30 servings from a container, which I may add is rare these days, generally speaking the price point is a strong sue. In the case of this one, that's no different, right? $19.99 per tub. When you do the math on that 30 servings, it comes in at just 67 pence per go. And on our consistent price and scale, where a 5 out of 10 is an average price point for a serving of comparing pre-workouts from across the world, this one comes in at a 10 out of 10. It's a fantastically affordable pre-workout. What's she packing? How are the effects going to come together there? The primary statistics right now. Let's find out.
Alright, what do we think of this label then? So we've got a 10 gram serving amount, which is definitely on the lower end of what we see, but do bear in mind the price point. So first up, we've got some niacin at 30 milligrams.
Which will help with that nice and flushing and give you sort of that red tinge to the skin. It'll amplify the feelings of like beta-alanine and other tingle feelings. You'll just feel like something's working straight away.
Yeah, citrulline malate 4 grams, we don't know the ratio.
Which we're going to assume is a 2 to 1, which in truth it is a low dosage. We're going to be expecting that at that price point. Obviously a citrulline malate combination, the very least we'd like to see is 6,000. Nonetheless, it might help with pumps a little bit, nitric oxide production, blood flow.
Yeah, and then we've got beta-alanine at 2.5 grams.
Yeah, which again is a little bit low, not too low though, that you might not feel it. That's going to give you that beta tingle, that paresthesia type feel as it kicks in, and it does eventually help with endurance after a long period of time.
Yeah, like you said, hopefully that niacin kicks up that beta feel. Then we've got taurine at a gram.
Which is an amino acid responsible for sort of natural energy production, fat metabolisation, hydration benefits, bit of jack of all trade really.
Yeah, and then we've got juniper berry extract, 300 milligrams.
Which has been shown to amplify the effect of stimulants in studies. So hopefully turning any of the stimulants in here into a bit more of a powerhouse.
Yeah, we can hope. Then we've got caffeine at 200 milligrams.
Which again is a lower dosed pre-workout formulation here. 2 cups of coffee, a mild energy drink. Hopefully it's going to give us enough to get through training.
Yeah, then we've got tea cream at 50 milligrams.
Which is almost like a cousin to the caffeine. It's a slower, stimulatory type ingredient. It's going to give you a prolonged sense of energy and clarity.
Nice. And then we wrap off with Coffee Win, another trademark ingredient, which I don't think we've seen before, 50 milligrams.
No, we've not seen that before. It's partially caffeine in itself. Obviously, it's direct from coffee. It's been shown to help with focus as well. It's also got antioxidant benefits. So hopefully it will leave us without a crash towards the end of training.
Yeah, and that is the label. It's ticking every box we look for to a degree, but do bear in mind that price point, eh?
Absolutely. Let's see what she does in the real world. Okay guys, did we manage to reap what we sowed for an intense shoulder day? And actually you've used it several times before.
Yes.
I've used it the first time today, but I feel like our combined experience can give you a true picture of its real world effects. And we started at the beginning, didn't we? Beat Ranelin, what did you think? 'Cause
Yes.
we had a slightly differing experience
Yeah, we
actually
did.
on this occasion.
So it's in there at 2.5 grams. We normally look for the 3.2, don't we?
Of course we do, or more.
Yeah, or more. That's even more the merrier. So, yeah, we were kind of expecting some tingles. I would say I felt it like a 6 out of 10 on
Whereas
the tingle
I was
scale.
a little bit lower. I felt it, but it was minor for me. Maybe like a 3 out of 10. There's something there. Some niacin flushing potentially. Something that gave me, and probably more so yourself, a slight sense of urgency. And you know what? You feel it kicking in. It's not cold turkey vibes. It's ready to get down the gym and start training. And what comes in other than that is a bit of energy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Very, very smooth. We said this on the first set, didn't we? It feels more like a nootropic-y pre, like a very focused, calm experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Energy, there has to be some truth behind the review. We are talking below average for a pre-workout of today's standards. If you look at it in reality, it's got a little bit more caffeine than a can of Monster. And I'm talking just. And that goes to lead on to potentially why it's not stronger than your average pre-workouts. Pumps, okay.
Just about enough to get things moving.
Yeah, you notice it compared to not taking anything at all, obviously. But again, it's below average in terms of its pump benefits and endurance and other side notes that might come alongside those citrulline and nitric oxide production precursors. Now we look for focus as a third element in the pre-workout, and again, probably in line with energy, wouldn't you say? And
Yeah.
that's where you talk about there's something there working to give you that clarity.
Yeah, you feel more than just caffeine. So I do think the tea cream, Coffee Win and the juniper berry all kind of come together to make a synergy of like feel-good factor in the gym. So you do feel focused enough, you do feel mood elevated enough, but you don't feel at all illicit or off your head. do
No,
you?
energy lasts 45 minutes and it weans off quite nicely. Because it's not a roller coaster of energy, you don't go flying into the sky and crash off nastily. It's very smooth. You feel it and then you notice you don't feel it. It's not a bang, you're dead in the gym sort of thing. You just crack on through, and after training there's no nasties, there's no cold sweats, jitters, chills, there's no appetite suppression. You just can get on with your day, and you can probably go to sleep if you was one of these people to take a pre-workout late at night. And it must be said, obviously, depending on how sensitive you are to caffeine. I'd say the average person would be fine. If you're very caffeine sensitive, you wouldn't be fine with anything with caffeine in it at all, would you?
No, and that segues us in nicely into who is this for? This is for people on a budget, this is for beginners, this is for maybe intermediates that are just looking for something a bit more basic. Like you said, very consistent, predictable pre-workout. It's not going to mess you up. So yeah, that's the audience.
Again, a sense of honesty needs to be put forward. It is a worse pre-workout than your average pre-workout. There's no denying it. We're talking low on all the energy pumps and focus scales. There's no way around it. The label matches that experience. But of course we need to remember heavily that 10 out of 10 price score. It is a very, very affordable, cheap pre-workout that anyone could purchase, right? It's for people who don't want to go into the
Messy
real
realms.
hardcore of the pre-workout world. That's the truth. It's literally a step up from a can of energy drink.
Yeah, and I think you are getting a better pre-workout than the price point would perhaps have you think.
I think so. I would be happy to pay 90p a go, a pound a go perhaps in today's market. So I also do think that despite the fact that I'm saying it is below average for a pre-workout, I also actually still think, and you probably still think the same, that you're actually getting a better pre-workout than 67 pence is worth.
Definitely, yeah. It's hard to slam it for that price point. If we were
that's what they've
removing the
aimed.
price,
Yeah, exactly, and that's what they've aimed for. That's
Exactly.
what they've designed it for. They know that it's a below par pre-workout. Of course they do.
Exactly, and I think the only thing that could lead to some confusion is the name and the marketing. Like, some people could look at that, ourselves included. When you handed it to me, I thought, oh my god, this is going to be some crazy blow your head off one.
Actually reminds me of the Curse pre-workout. It's
Yeah,
in
that's
that
true.
sort of
Yeah.
It's in that sort of
Marketing
area.
realm.
C4. It's in line. It's kind of in line with that. It's a very basic pre-workout.
But it's not terrible basic,
No.
is it though?
No. We've seen worse. We've seen worse pre-workouts at more expensive prices. I really don't think you're getting ripped off here at all. You just got to know. You've got to manage your expectations, as we love to say.
Exactly, there we go. And if you've got a friend or a family member who's just getting into the gym, I really do think this is a strong contender to, give them a gift.
If someone said to me they want to try pre-workout, bang,
Yeah, easy.
bang, straight on that one, because it really shouldn't come with any negatives at all. In fact, for someone who's brand new to pre-workouts, they'd probably take this and go, oh my god, it's really strong. But
Yeah.
of course, you've got placebo effects thrown into the mix.
Yeah, and perhaps that's even why they put a lesser amount of beta-alanine in there, because they don't want to scare people off, beginners that are itching their eyeballs out to a crazy extent.
They don't want to send the Reaper after them. Not much more can be said, guys. It's a very worthwhile pre-workout just to purchase and chuck in your gym bag for the days you forget your other pre-workout. Not much more can be said than that, other than a big well done to Chemical Warfare. I do think they've done a good job with it for the price point.
Definitely.
No doubt. Appreciate you guys, of course, watching at home. We really do appreciate it. As always,
Stay
steamed. Keep on reaping.